Hello and welcome to Extra Time. It's me, Elijah, with the J to the D.
Get it, baby. Okay, let's go.
We're here in the graveyard. We are apparently in the techno graveyard where we are gonna
Techno graveyard.
we are gonna give you a lightning round of the stories that missed our podcast this week, exclusively here on YouTube. Check out GamePitch Podcast every Monday on your podcast apps that you like.
Yeah, these are stories that are good. They're just not the good enough ones that we like to talk about on the pod. And the first one of them is all about Warner Media, talking about Warner Brothers Interactive. We've waxed poetic on the show multiple times about how this is probably going to get sold to somebody. And if it's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. But this week, the CEO of the company came out to basically say that they're going to keep it around. It's still part of our studios groups. Eli, does this make you sad? Does it make you happy? Does it make you feel nothing at all?
It's cryptic because they also didn't say that they're not going to get sold, but they're just they're here for now. It's like you don't have a lease and every month they could kick you out of your home. It's a weird feeling,
but they haven't yet. So you just keep on sending rent.
It's the old guy that I guess I'll die, but I guess I'll just live here for now.
Guess I'll just keep making this Harry Potter game.
Moving on. Next story is all about The Last of Us Part 2's new update, which adds a new difficulty, the grounded mode, and then also a permadeath mode. The thing I wanted to highlight with this is I saw the streamer playing, and he was about 2 hours, maybe 50 minutes in, and he died in the one place that has no enemies and no shooting. He was in the synagogue climbing a rope, and he went into the menu to turn off a different system, and when he got out of the menu, he backed out of the menu to press B, but he pressed it twice, so he let go of the rope and died.
And had to start all over.
Yes.
I would be so mad.
It was quality.
Oh, what else is quality is EA executives getting blocked from getting big bonuses. We've talked a lot about how all these video game hotshots are getting insanely high bonuses, and it's kind of disgusting, but not EA, not this time. Got shut down. Actually, the vote was massive, 171 million votes against to 60 million votes in favor of these bonuses. So maybe there is a conscience in the video game industry after all. I don't know.
Maybe. Hopefully things get better. Something that's upgrading itself to get a little bit better is Ghost of Tsushima. They're adding a new digital deluxe edition that has a 45-minute behind-the-scenes documentary. If you already have the game, you can upgrade for only $10.99, which is pretty cool. But the thing that I think it's Tsushima is one of the best and fastest selling games, not only for Sucker Punch, but on the PS4. So this is just them being like, hey, if you like this game, here's some how we made it stuff, which is, I think, something that people, especially in the pandemic, want more things to occupy their time.
Seriously. And you get some little stuff in game too, skin sets and little favors and charms. I like that. I think this is a smart way to do it. It's totally optional. It doesn't impact the gameplay at all. So it's a very much take it or leave it thing. And it's great. I love it. So I can't wait to get into that game. One day I'll find the power cord for my PlayStation 4. Also, one day we're going to be playing Battlefield 6. And this is the game news that keeps on not giving, because I feel like every time we get any headline that says Battlefield 6 news, inside it's like, yeah, we've basically gotten no news, but and this is basically the same thing. So some leaks have shown that most of the maps are going to be designed around 128 players. Except they're not, because 32 versus 32 will continue to be the standard playlist. I don't know if I care, really. It's a modern day Battlefield that's probably going to have a battle royale mode, and really, what else is there to get excited for?
I think you said it. You're like, we'll be playing this, but you meant like the royal wheel, like everyone out there, not
we as in
you. Yeah,
we will be playing Bug Snacks. Everybody else will be playing this.
You're on the battlefield. We're with the Bug Snacks.
I'm out in the fields.
All right, let's move on to WB Montreal, a studio that we could have talked about earlier when we talked about the WB Interactive Studios being sold, but they have updated their website to officially tease something coming to the DC Fandom. If you haven't seen, the schedule for DC Fandom came out, and it did have some of the names of some of the things that are coming up, like Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is the official title for that Suicide Squad game coming from Rocksteady. But this game is a Batman game coming from WB Montreal that is that long rumored Court of Owls game. So we'll get a reveal of that coming very soon, just teased via their Twitter, where they're just like, hey, look at the DC Fandom, guys. Look at our website. We're teasing it. We'll check it out.
That's basically all I want out of that news, honestly. I don't care much more until there's actually official concrete details, because otherwise it's kind of just like Battlefield 6 news. Is it really news, or is it just sort of like, hey, check out this thing? We don't really know much, but maybe it's going to be this.
Perhaps. Who knows? We'll see. Find out. Let's go to something official that we know happened. That's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. So Laszlo Jones, who's worked on, I should say, the Grand Theft Auto series for the last 20 years, it has left. He's no longer there. And this follows back in March of this year, Dan Houser, who was Jones' writing partner, also left. And so who's at Rockstar writing the next Grand Theft Auto now?
I don't know, but they probably have allegiance to Sony. Like they have like just F. Phil Spencer tattooed across their back, but like in Los Santos letters.
They're like, you know what would be a really nice addition to this next game is if everyone drove around in a PS5.
It's like a Tesla, but it's PS5 colors or like a model. And then JD's like, well, psych, I'm back in. Let's get it. PS5 for life.
Sign me up. Where's the Grand Theft Auto 6 bundle with all the online money?
Yeah, man. I feel you. I'm into it. Whatever. Let's rock.
I think that's the end of our extra time segment.
Yeah, it is. It's the end. And you can find this on the YouTube, and you can find us on podcast services around the planet, on your Googles, on your Spotify's, on your Apple. Just kidding. You can't find us on Apple because we've been removed just like Fortnite.
No, we're still there. Please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah, but we're trying to add our own payment method, so you can just pay us to not pod. Just like
pay us to not make the show.
Yeah, exactly. Every week.
Please quit.
What's the opposite of an OnlyFans?
The GamePitch podcast.
Okay, good. Well, that brings us to the end of Extra Time. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Catch you guys on the pod.